Activity 2.
Activity 2.
Problem solving practice.
Problem solving practice.
This is the part that I think is the toughest. But is this going to be a big deal for that quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah, we previewed that quiz and we know it's like all story problems. So today, I want you really thinking about what type of picture best represents it. So before I even go through the problems, I want to review the types of math drawings with you. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
If I have, like right here, I have 3 decks of cards, and there's 54 cards in each deck. I would represent it like this. I have 3 groups or 3 decks with 54 in each deck. What do I call that type of problem?
Equal shares.
I didn't split anything
Equal
up.
groups.
I'm just counting out my groups that all have the same amount. So Landon, what type of picture would that be? Equal groups. Very good, my friend. Whenever I'm talking about groups that all have the same amount, I'm just talking about equal groups. Capiche? Let me switch colors now. Let's say I have 20 friends, and I want to take those 20 friends and I'm going to split them into 5 groups. Now I'm starting with my total, and I'm splitting it up into equal groups. But since I knew my total, it's not really equal groups because I'm trying to find the groups. Because I knew my total and I split it or shared it out, what is this type of drawing called? Who can tell me with their GTA? When I start with my total or I know my total from the beginning, what do I call this one? Keegan?
Equal shares.
This is my equal shares. What do I call it?
Equal shares.
The reason it's important for us to pay attention to which one is which is because usually to solve an equal shares drawing, I'm probably going to divide, right? My number is going to get smaller. Is my number going to get smaller for equal groups? Oh, it's going to get bigger because I'm going to multiply, or I could add, yes. But typically I'm going to multiply. All right. Next drawing.
Next drawing. Next drawing. Next drawing.
Let's say that I have those same 20 friends, and I want to put them into 4 rows. And so I'm saying, okay, there's 20 of you. I'm splitting you into 4 rows, and I want to know how many are in each row. What do I call that type of drawing?
5.
What am I going to call that one? River. This is a quick array or a fast array. Very good. Now, does it always have to be a fast array?
No.
No. If they ask you for an array, can you draw a fast array?
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes you're going to do all the dots because sometimes that's the way your brain's going to be ready, right? But sometimes you're just like, I don't feel like drawing a lot of dots. I'm just going to do a fast array or a quick array. Capiche? Last drawing. Let's say I'm talking about, you guys, I'm ready to redo my kitchen floor, okay? And if I want to cut out the space where the island is, my island is like 3 feet wide by 6 feet long. If I need to figure out what the area of my island is to make sure that I'm cutting out that much space from my floor, what type of drawing would that be? Think about what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find that space inside. What do we call that, Hendrix? Area, and this is called an area model. If they ever ask you for an area model, this is what they mean. Capiche? for today. For today, every single word problem, I'm going to ask you what type of problem, or what type of problem type it is for us to represent. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Oh my goodness, that was not convincing. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Do we need a brain break?
Yes, we are.
Please stand up. Every single story problem, I want you thinking about what problem type is it? Is the problem giving us an example of equal groups where we don't know the total? Is it giving us an example of equal shares where we do know the total but we're splitting it into equal groups? Is it a fast array where it's in rows or columns? Or is it an area model where we're trying to find area, the space inside, for the space inside we multiply. I will give you a point for each problem that somebody tells me the correct problem type. That would bring you back into the lead. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Problema número 7.
Número 7.
If I can get it in the right spot for you to see it. Jordan has 32 peaches. That sounds like a total. He wants to divide them equally among 4 baskets. How many peaches will he put in each basket? I'm looking for mathematicians to tell me some key words that help me know what's happening. And it's also going to help me figure out what type of problem up top. I'm going to grab a blank piece of paper here that I can cover up that top bit so it's easier to read. There you go. Easier to see the problem types. Who's got some key language that I need to be marking up here? Hendrix?
Divide.
Ooh, you heard divide. Hendrix, do you have a guess for what type of problem it's going to be up here?
Equal shares, division.
Which one of these problem types does division? A few of them, but actually I better turn this for you online people. There you go.
Yeah, equal shares.
It's okay if you don't have a guess yet.
Fast array.
Ooh, maybe it's going to be a fast array. Okay. Who else has key information that you see in the problem? Savannah.
32 and then the total, so I think that mine be the equal shares.
Maybe going to be equal shares because 32 sounds like a pretty big total number, yeah. Brielle? 4. What is he doing when he's dividing? Dividing them.
Into 4 baskets.
Dividing them
Equally.
So it sounds like I'm dividing them into equal groups. But if I had a big number that I'm dividing into the groups for the class points, who can tell me if I know my total and I'm dividing it into equal groups, what problem type would that be? Braylon.
Equal shares.
It is an equal shares. What is it, friends?
Equal shares.
Nice work. So let's do it. On your math boards, I want to see your equal shares drawing. He's starting with 32 total, and he's splitting it into 1, 2, 3, 4 baskets. Your turn to solve. I want to see that picture on your board. I don't even need your equation right now. I just need to see your equal shares drawing for this problem. Up on top. You're going to start with equal shares. Total on top. He has a total of 32 pieces. I'm going to split it into 4 equal groups. Now you do need to solve it. So you're going to go ahead and count up. If you know 32 divided by 4, put it in right away. If you don't, we're putting the dots in behind it. Okay? I get it. You told me to do it. You know that's silly. I know. You told me to do it. Now I am watching, I'm gonna let 2 friends show their math boards because I'm seeing a couple different strategies that all look smart. So if you've got your equal shares drawing completed, then you are ready to go. I just want to see what it's looking like. Hocus pocus.
Everybody focus.
I can't switch my camera around, so I gotta walk around with this, but I want to show Miss Brielle's board. So I want everybody to have their very best listening positions. 3, 2, 1. To Miss Brielle. And Brielle, go ahead and stand up and you can share with us what you did.
So what I did is I put 32 on the top, and then I added them equally in each circle, and then that's how I got the answer.
So did you go like 1, 2, 3, 4 and kept putting dots in one at a time? 2 claps for Miss Brielle. Did somebody solve it differently? I think I saw a different thing. I was thinking I saw something different over here. Yeah? River had a little bit different strategy. So best listening positions. 3, 2, 1. She's way over here. You gotta turn your body.
I did the row song.
Oh, I gotta
and
find you.
I did 4, 8, 12, 16.
Oh, say what you did again.
I did the row song.
No, the 4 is count by song. So you're kind of like 4, 8, 12, 16. Ooh, did they get the same answer, friends? Class.
Yes.
Did they get the same answer? Did Brielle and River get the same answers?
No.
No, let's figure out which one's right. Hocus pocus. They both did really smart things and different strategies, but I want to show you something to keep in mind because they were both really smart drawings. We just have to check for reasonableness, okay? What did you guys all have for your total on top?
32.
Okay? When I split that into 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, that tells me my equation is going to start with 32 being divided into 4 groups. Yes?
Yes.
Okay? That's going to be peaches. Now, is there 4 in each group? Or are there 4 groups?
There's 4 groups.
There's 4 groups. So, check this out. I'm going to use both strategies. I don't want you to keep adding on yours right now because you guys can look up here and join me. Okay? I love that she used the rowing song because I think that that's really helpful for the 4s. And I love that Brielle put 1 in each. So what I'm going to do, and I'm actually, instead of doing the dots, I'm just going to write the total number at the end. Capiche? And the way I'm going to start is I'm going to count by my 4s because there's 4 groups to figure out how many times I need 4s to get to 32. Because however many times I count by the 4, that's what's going to go on the inside. Are you ready to count with me?
Yes.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. I only have to go to 32, right? How many times did I have to count by 4?
8.
8. So that means that there's 8 in each group. Yeah?
Yeah.
That means you either have 8 dots or the number 8. And my answer is
8 peaches.
8 peaches. Please erase.
Erase.
Numero 9.
Número 9.
Hassler's photograph album holds 5 pictures on each page. Kassler has 40 pictures. How many pictures will he fill? Oh my goodness, my brain. How many pages will he fill? Would you all reread that with me so that I actually read it correctly? You ready? Kassler's photograph album holds 5 pictures on each page. Kassler has 40 pictures. How many pages will he fill?
40.
What's some key information? Do you have key information? Emerson.
40 pictures.
Okay, and that sounds like his total, right? So I'm just going to box it. He has 40 pictures. What else is key information, Hendrix?
Each page.
5 pictures on each page, yes. What else? Do you have more key information? We're talking about a photograph album and pictures. Keegan?
How many
How many what?
pages?
How many pages? So I know my label. Bingo. Now, if I know he has a total of 40 pictures, and there's 5 on each page, what problem type might I be doing? Equal groups, equal shares, fast array, or area model? I know my total, and I'm splitting them into groups of 5, because each page only holds 5. What do you think, Savannah?
Maybe equals again.
Weird, right? But does that sound right to you guys? She's right. It's another point. What do you say?
Oh yeah.
Please do this one with me. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
What's my total on top?
Total on top.
What is the total on top?
40.
40. He starts with 40 pictures. Please get that on your board. This time, I don't know how many groups. I'm trying to find how many groups or how many pages. But I do know how many in each group. So it happens a little bit differently. How many pictures do go on each page or in each group? 5. That means I get to count by 5 like this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. See how it's still in equal shares, but it happened a little bit differently? That's because of the information they gave me. Now I can solve. Who would like to give me an equation for this? Mr. Eli. I started with 40, so I must be dividing, right?
40 divided by 5 equals 8.
I was wondering if I was going to trick you on that. Oh, never mind. You tricked me. You're right. We knew 5. We divided 40 by 5 because there are 5 in each group. And it equals 8.
Photographs.
We'll be very careful.
Pictures.
8 pages. That's what we circled for our key information. If I was being extra picky, what did I forget to do?
Label.
I have a label.
Variable.
I didn't use a variable. So the best way would have been 40 divided by 5 equals P for pages, semicolon, and then P equals 8 pages. Is this answer still correct? Absolutely. Please erase. We're going to do another problem type. Or at least another problem. We'll see if it's a different type or not. Numero 10. Emily rides her bike 3 miles every day. How many miles does she ride her bike in a week? Oh, there's some sneaky key information in this one. Listen again and be ready to tell me some key information to mark up. Emily rides her bike 3 miles every day. How many miles does she ride her bike in a week? Madison. 3 miles, and that's happening every single day, so it's probably groups of 3, right? Now there's some sneaky hidden information in here. Man, oh man, it's a word that we know has a connotation or a relationship with a specific number, Kevin. Ooh, miles does represent a number amount, but I think since we're talking about 3 miles, that might not be the sneaky one. There's another one that's sneaky because it means a certain number. Keegan? Week. How many days are in a week?
5.
Oh, and not in a school day, not in a school week, but a full week. 7. So she rides her bike every single day for a week. If it's 3 miles per day, and there's 7 days, really we're going to have 7 groups of
Miles.
like day 1 she rode 3 miles. Day 2 she rode 3 miles. What type of picture could that be? This is for another cross point. If every single day she rides the same amount, and we know how many days, and we know how many are in each day, but we're trying to find that total. Hendrix, do I know the total?
Equal group.
So if I don't know the total, which one's it going to be?
Equal group.
Oh, you are blurting a lot today, bud. If I don't know, if it looks like equal shares, but I don't know the total, which one is it going to be? It's not my area model. You want to phone a friend?
Equal groups.
Why is it equal groups?
Because if it you have to draw 7 circles and you put 3 dots in every circle.
Yeah.
Or put the number
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he says, because that's my 7 days, right? Or my week. And how many miles did she ride every single day, Hendrix? 3. So that means she rode 3 miles on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And it looks like 7 groups of 3. So my equation can be someone I haven't heard from doing math. Hadley. What would my equation be for this picture?
7
And what would be a smart variable for this one? If they want to know how many miles did she ride? M. Bingo. Who can solve for me? Miss Brielle. 21 miles. Guess what, my friends? That was our review for today. That means that you are ready to start your quiz. I wish you the best luck. You may erase.